Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Lady Victoria this morning with Victoria School of Etiquette, where we offer a solution to your etiquette dilemmas. I'm broadcasting to you live this morning from the great windy city of Chicago. Chi-Town is what we like to call it. We are the best in the Midwest. And I welcome you to our platform on this morning. I trust that everyone had a great weekend, that you were able to accomplish all that you set out to do. But now we're at the beginning of our work week, and you are here with me this morning on Mind Your Manners Monday. This is our Monday episode on Victoria School of Etiquette. So listen, you all come on in, tag a neighbor, tag a friend, and come on in. There is something here this morning for everyone. If it's not something that you can partake of, it is something that you can share with someone else. So please like and share across your various social media platforms. And let's jump on into our subject matter on this morning. Good morning. Thank you for being a part of our platform. On today, I want to talk a little bit. This is kind of a recap. I've done this show before, but when I get asked the questions that I get asked, I like to address them so that people can have their questions answered. When you're dining, when you are out dining, and you're dining in a group, how do you split the bill? You didn't let the waiter know in advance that you would like separate checks, and it is a policy of their restaurant that they don't issue separate checks unless they are told before the order is placed. That is the policy in many restaurants. So how do you split the bill? You say, well, it's just common sense. You split the bill down the middle. If there are two of you, good morning, thank you for joining. If there are more of you, of course, then you split the bill evenly. So if you're all out dining, everyone pays for their individual meal. So that wasn't the question with this person that wanted to know. The question was, well, how do you split the tip and who takes care of the tax? Everyone takes care of the tax because if you were dining by yourself, you would still have to pay tax on your meal. So the tax rate here in Illinois in restaurants is about 8.75%. Our state tax is 6.25%, and then there is an additional 1.25% for the city of Chicago, and an additional 1.25% for Cook County, for the county that we live in. So actually, we have the highest tax rate. We have the highest tax rate of any county in Illinois and any city in Illinois right now at 8.75% when we are dining. So you split the bill evenly, the base bill, so you know that you're paying for your meal. Let's say that you had something and your meal is $20. And then let's say that you had a beverage, a soft drink that might have been $5. Let's say that maybe it's lunch or dinner time, and you had a glass of wine. Let's say that was an additional $10. So your meal is 20. If you had an alcoholic beverage, that's another 10. That's 30. And then what is going to be the tax, right, on your bill? So if there are 4 or 5 of you dining and the tax alone comes up to, let's just say, average $25, if there are 5 of you, then you're going to split the tax 5 different ways because every person has to pay tax on their particular bill. So you can't skip out on that. One person is paying the bill in total, and you're going to cash out them your portion. So you want to make sure that you're not stiffing them with other charges that you yourself are responsible for. You're responsible for your own meal. You're responsible for your beverage. You're responsible for your appetizer. Then you are responsible for a portion of the tax, and you're responsible for a portion of the tip. Okay? That is just a polite thing to do. Don't leave the tip with the person that's paying the entire bill, the host or the hostess. They say, well, listen, I'll pay the bill for everyone, and you all cash at me your portion. Make sure that you are including every portion of it, not just your meal and your drink, your appetizer, your dessert. So your meal comes to about $45. So the total tax on the bill, let's say that the bill is $150. And the tax, if you want to round it up and say, hey, let's all do 10%, because like I said, in Chicago, that tax is going to be 6.25% with another 125 and another 129 for the city of Chicago and for the county. So you add all of that together, And then you're going to take the tax and split it 5 ways for your party, or however many are in your party. Good morning. You split it that way. The tip, you do the same. The average tip, everyone used to say that the tip is about 15%. Well, the tip has increased. The percentage has increased, especially for the nicer dining establishments. That tip can be anywhere from 20 to 22%. 18 at the lowest, probably up to about 22%. So you want to split that between you and your party. Don't stiff the hostess with the entire tip, because if you were dining alone, you would still be paying the tip. That's just proper protocol and procedure. So you don't want to leave them holding the bag, so to speak. Your host, when you're dining in a group of people and then people begin to notice, oh, well, Lady Victoria always skips out on the tip. Or the person says, well, I'll cover the tip and all of you all just leave your cash on the table. However you decide as a group to take care of it, make sure that you are carrying your portion. Like I said, I did this show about a year or so ago, but this is just a recap and an upgrade of some information that I was asked over the weekend. So how do you split the bill? How do you evenly split the bill, and who pays for what? You are paying for your meal in its entirety. You are paying for you're including tax, because you would still pay that. And of course, you are including a tip. Why do we tip when we go out to dine? You tip your server, oftentimes based on the quality of the service that you receive. And so what if you say, well, Lady Victoria, the quality of service that I received was subpar. So then do you leave a lesser tip, or do you use the standard tip of 18 to 22% and still tip that person that anyway to encourage them to do better the next time around? If you're displeased with your service, then of course you can ask to see the manager. If you're displeased with your food, you can ask to see the chef, to speak to the chef. Yes, you can ask to speak to the chef that prepared your dish, whatever it is you're eating. You have different chefs for different types of food, right? So your head chef, he's head of the kitchen. He's going to oversee everything. And then you have a pastry chef. And then you have a sous chef. All of these different chefs prepare different things. But you would just let your server know. Or you would ask to speak with a manager. If it's really bad and you want to speak with a manager of the establishment, letting them know what your displeasure is, oftentimes you will then be compensated for the lack of service, or your meal will be replaced in a moment. But don't not leave a tip, because oftentimes the wait staff, they're living off of their tips, because their living wage oftentimes is below what minimum wage is, or just at minimum wage level. So they're not making a ton of money. They're living off of their tips oftentimes to help them to meet their bills and what have you. So let's not assume the mindset of, well, if they're not making the money, let them go and get a different job and all of that. You don't know the circumstances around why they're doing what they're doing. And sometimes they're probably just having a bad day. We all sometimes have a bad day. We all sometimes wake up on the other side of the bed wishing that we could just crawl back in, pull the cover up over our heads, right? And just be there until all of this, whatever this is, passes over. But we all have a responsibility to ourselves and to our families to get out there and earn a living wage. So when we're tipping, we're oftentimes helping them to put food on their table. So it's a good idea to tip, and it's a good idea to compliment along the way. Always remember to say please and thank you when they are serving you, when they are coming, and whether it's the person that is coming to refill your beverage glass, refill your wine glass, whatever it is that you are having, say thank you. Anytime they come, if they come to remove something from the table, remove a dirty plate when you are done dining at the end of your meal, they come to remove it, say thank you. Those things can be encouraging to them. And again, it's going to influence probably how they continue to serve you. If they aren't doing a good job, your thank you might be just what they needed, might be just the pickup that they needed to get better at what they're doing, or to put a smile on their face and push past whatever experience they are having that day. So the tip on tipping, remember tipping is now at about 18 to 22%. depending upon the establishment that where you are dining. If you are dining in a finer restaurant, you don't even have to worry about how to calculate it. They want to calculate it for you, and it will be included in your bill when they bring it to you for you to sign off on. So when you're going out dining and you are in groups, if you want to have a separate check, remember to tell your server at the very beginning. Remember to tell your waiter or waitress at the very beginning that you would like separate checks, because after the order is put in, some restaurants will not allow you to split the check. So know that ahead of time, and when you're going out with your party, discuss before the food comes how everyone is going to pay for their bill. Are we going to ask for separate checks? If you have one person that is going to be the host or the hostess, and they will pay for everyone, but then they are expecting for you to cash app them, to Zelle them, to hand them over cash, please do so, and remember to include every portion, your portion of the tax, your portion of the tip. So again, this is Lady Victoria. I am your etiquette educator, and just doing a recap on the tip on tipping. So thank you everyone that was here live, watching live. For those of you that are coming on later, please be kind and rewind so that you get the entire scope of the video on this morning. And listen, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel by the same name, Victoria School of Etiquette, please go on over and hit the subscribe button, and that way you have access to all of our video material at your fingertips. When you're sitting up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and wondering, what did she say? Then you can always catch the replay over there. And of course, I leave my videos up here on my Facebook page, and you can always catch them here again. And I just, again, want to thank you for being a part of Victoria School of Etiquette every day, every week that we are on live. Thank you so much for those of you that always continuously like and share across your various social media platforms. I appreciate that as well. I want you to know that I appreciate your support. And if there's anything that I can do, any questions that you may have about etiquette, dining etiquette, etiquette in any form, manners, and all of that, please just remember to look up our information. It is on the front of the screen above this video, and you can access me, of course, here. You can access me on YouTube, Instagram, and you can also just send me an email, and I will always respond. So listen, I want you to have a fantabulous Monday. This is the beginning of the work week. Have a great day. Lady Victoria signing off. We'll chat again. Bye-bye for now.